having a lazy couple of weeks, and what do you do when you're lazy? You order takeout. So don't worry, I'm not giving you recipes for takeout or numbers for them, though that wouldn't be a bad idea. One episode totally on where to order the best takeouts from. But what happens when you order takeout and you have leftovers? So today we're doing recycling of leftovers from the takeout. When you order takeout with Amit, what you get? You get butter chicken, you get tandoori chicken, you get tikkas, you get naan. So we had a lot of tikkas left over, and the best thing to do with leftover tikkas is to convert them into Kathi rolls, especially the Kolkata Kathi Rolls. So today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Kolkata style Kathi rolls. The main thing about a Kathi roll, especially the Kolkata style Kathi roll, is to get the paratha right. They use maida, not really atta, and the parathas are made then and there, hot, and the egg goes on, the meat gets filled, and you need to remember not to overload the meat in terms of the spices. So just follow me and I'll show you how we go. So since we had tikkas left over from dinner last night, we're going to have Kathi rolls tonight, and I'm going to make them with maida parathas. Unhealthy, I know, but it's good fun. That's how they do it in Calcutta. And we're going to have egg chicken rolls. So 4 parathas, 4 rolls, 4 eggs, and we're going to put some onions in it, green chilies, and little lemon, and dhania patti, and of course chutney. Fresh mint chutney is very important, and fresh onions and green chilies. And if you'd like to do it, the street style Kolkata Kathi roll, then you need that green chili sauce, that so-called Chinese green chili sauce, because they put a lot of that, and that's basically it. So come on, let's go make it. I've kneaded this maida with just plain water. There's no salt in it, there's no oil in it, and we're going to make parathas. I'm doing 2 types of parathas. One, I'm doing the plain paratha, which just has 1 layer and is circular. We're not doing triangular or square parathas. Take a nice generous portion of the dough, roll it out. Remember, maida or all-purpose flour is more glutinous, so it tends to shrink a bit. The tava has been heating on a low flame, and it's nice and warm now. Parathas always fluff up. They're not really supposed to. So even my aloo parathas fluff up. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or I'm doing something right. Put the heat up a bit. And now what you do is you bash up the egg. Nothing added in the egg. There's more than enough salt in the tikkas, so I'm not going to add more salt to this, but depending on you and your salt intake, you can add more salt. Now I'm going to flip this over. This side is hot, so I just pour the egg on it. And now I'm going to flip it over. And let the egg cook. Brown the other side of it more. And that is done. The other paratha I'm doing is a Lachcha Paratha. I personally love it with the Lachcha Paratha because of all those flaky bits that you get, which sort of crunch up in your mouth and give a different texture to the tender meat that's there. It's yummy. It's not very difficult to make a Lachcha Paratha. It's just a process, that's all, as you will see. So even though this is a Lachcha Paratha, it's going to be rolled out thin because otherwise the roll will become too heavy. So I haven't taken too much of the... Lachcha Paratha is actually quite easy to make. Once you figure out how to do it and you'll see the secret. Roll it out thin, and then you be generous with the oil, which is why it's not advisable to eat Lachcha Paratha too many times in a week or a month. Then ideally you should take this and put it in the flour, but I'm happy just doing this. And then you fold it like a fan. If you ever watch those guys in the restaurants do it, they just pick it up from one corner and it sort of falls into folds. And then you stretch it and roll it. Stretch and roll. Stretch and roll. And then tuck it in. You have a nice rolls. Don't roll it out with a very heavy hand because then you won't get the flakiness. This is the Lachcha Paratha rolled out. Can you see the rings? So that's where it will go flaky. When one side gets done, we turn it around. So see, the flakiness is coming. I'm actually going to put the egg on the other side. So I'll put the oil in a bit. You need to put the flame up once you put the oil. Let that side heat through nicely so that the egg cooks. Of course, you can make these rolls without egg also. When the egg sort of hinges on the pan like that, just put the paratha on it. So I think this is done. I'll just check. Yep. First I'm going to put a little chutney. In Calcutta, of course, they use things like Chinese green chili sauce and vinegar and all that. We're not going to do that. Then I'm going to put the chicken, break it into bite pieces, some onions, some green chilies, some coriander. I'm going to squeeze some lemon on it and then roll it. And that's it. So with 1 egg per paratha and 2 rolls per head, these Kathi rolls are quite a heavy meal by themselves. So with the leftover tandoori chicken, we will work with next time. Have a good weekend, and I'm going back to binge watching Juice while we eat our paratha rolls. Next week we should be back with some festive stuff for Christmas. I hope you're all looking forward to Christmas, and I hope you've been good and Santa's going to get you a lot of goodies, especially maybe, vaccines. Take care. Till next week. See you soon.